Wow, wonderful writers. I was just sitting here thinking about all of the ways that you've grown as an informational writer already. It's only lesson 4, and think about all of the things you've done. You've created a topic list, and you thought about facts for each of those topics to make sure that you had enough to write about. You organized your pages by making a heading and sketches. And then yesterday, you started writing to teach someone sentences that match the heading that you wrote. What a great writer you are so far. I can't wait to continue working with you on your writing today. Today, we're going to think back about something that we're familiar with, hooking our reader, reaching out, grabbing our reader, and hooking them in so they want to read our writing. Here's our goal for today. I can teach about my topic by writing a lead that includes information that introduces the reader to important ideas of my piece. I hope you're as excited to get started as I am. So readers, I know that you remember in Module A when we learned what it means to hook a reader. It's what we do at the beginning of our writing that reaches out to grab our reader's attention and draw them in so they want to keep reading. We learned some special kinds of hooks when we were doing narrative writing. But there are different kinds of hooks that we can use when we're writing informational writing, writing designed to teach someone. Just like a fisherman might use different kinds of bait to catch different kinds of fish, we can use different kinds of bait as well, different kinds of hooks to start our writing. Sometimes you hear these called leads, and it's because it's the sentence or sentences that lead into your writing. Today I'm going to teach you 3 kinds of leads that you can use to hook your reader and draw them in. Here they are. The first is the question lead. Can you do that with me? Question lead. So you're asking a question. You think about what's interesting about your topic and you ask the reader a question. That really invites the reader to answer the question by reading the text. It draws them in and makes them want to keep reading so they can answer your question. The other one is the exclamation lead. So do that with me. Ready? Exclamation. This is something that's interesting or surprising about your topic. It might be a couple of exciting action words about your topic. It introduces the reader to something exciting or surprising about your topic. Again, it's designed to catch their attention and make them want to keep reading. And finally, we have sound words. Can you do that with me? Sound words. Yeah. So this draws the reader's attention to some sounds that they'll hear in the real world that are related to your topic. These are sounds like meow, if you're writing about cats, or splash, maybe you're writing about water. Words that your reader would hear if they came and got into your topic in the real world. So these are 3 special types of leads that we're going to try out today as ways to introduce our writing. Now I want to try this work with my own writing about dogs. The first thing I need to do is think, what's important about my topic? Well, my topic is dogs, and it's important that there's a lot of things that we need to learn about dogs. I want to make sure to put that in my introduction, my lead, so that my reader knows what they're going to write about. First, I'm going to try a question lead. I'm going to ask a question that makes the reader want to keep reading. I could say, did you know there is a lot to learn about dogs? Then the reader might think, I didn't know that. Let me keep reading. So that would be one way I could start. I could try out my exclamation lead, that thing where we start with something exciting or surprising. Well, one thing I think is surprising about dogs is that there are 324 different breeds of dogs. So maybe I'll start with that. Maybe I could say, with 324 breeds of dogs, there sure is a lot to learn about them. That would be an exclamation that I could put at the beginning that maybe the reader would go, wow, I didn't know that. Let me keep reading. And then finally, we had our sound words, using sounds that the reader will hear in real life when they come across our topic. So I'm thinking of some sounds that make me think of dogs. And so I'm thinking of my dog. And a lot of times when my dog is in the other room, I hear things like woof, woof, and scratch, scratch, because unfortunately my dog likes to scratch on the door. So that might be some sounds that the reader would hear. So let me think about this. I could say woof, woof, scratch, scratch. I hear my dog in the other room. There is a lot to learn about dogs. Now I have to stop and think. Which of those sounded the best? Which did I like the most? You know, I think I like the last one, the one with the sound words, because I just think it's the most interesting and I think it's the one that's going to hook my reader the best. So that's the one that I wrote. See how I did that? Woof, woof, scratch, scratch. I hear my dog in the other room. There is a lot to learn about dogs. It tells my topic and a little bit about what's important about my topic. And it hooks my reader by using sound words. Do you see how I only used a half sheet of paper for this? That's because a lead is not that long, just a few sentences to get your reader ready for reading. And that is how you write a lead. Okay, writers, your turn. Here's your job for today. I want you to think about what's important about your topic. Then I want you to try out the 3 different leads, saying each one out loud. After that, I want you to choose which one sounds the best. You don't have to write all 3 of them down. Just pick the one that sounds the best. After that, I want you to write your lead down on a half sheet of paper and stick it in your writing folder. You don't have to use a full page because a lead is pretty small. It's just a few sentences that lead into your writing. After that, with the rest of your writing time, here are some things I want you to work on. I want you to continue to work on your book. Tomorrow's the last day we're working on this book and we're going to pull it all together. So today I want you to continue working on it. You could add a new page if you have more things you want to write about it. You could add more to a page, so go back to a page you've already worked on and add more ideas. Or you could work on your illustrations. So now that you know what to do, I want you to head off to your independent writing time and then come back to the Nearpod lesson to reflect when you're all finished. Have fun!